What's up? It's your boy, the Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing you that oh so amazing touch. I want to welcome you back to another episode of the Get Ready For It podcast, season 4. Hey, listen, you guys, I'm in here first time working this equipment by myself. Please pray for me and the nigga that left me here by myself. I'm not going to say any names. His name rhymes with Rabbage 7. There's not. Is there anything that? No. Anyway, we have my co-host in the building today. You may remember him from season 1, 2, 3, 4 already, and then another episode from season 4. We got my boy BB in the building. BB, what's up, my guy?
Hi, people of America.
Is that your like catchphrase? Like, hey, people in America?
People of America?
In America?
Of America?
In America? Okay, so what you want to say? Can you introduce my girl, please?
Absolutely. We have the absolutely amazing, talented, beautiful Miss Kiala Santi.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
You guys may remember her from season 2, season 3, and she's back again by popular demand. Kiala, we have missed you so much in the Get Ready For It podcast. How have you been?
Oh, I've missed you all as well. I've been good, though. I can't complain. A lot of lessons learned, so I'm happy to be here and share my knowledge with you all.
Are you ready to get into those things?
I don't even play. You know how to be honest.
Okay, before we get into all that, I'm going to introduce a first timer to the Get Ready For It podcast. My main man, my boy with a plan, the educator, the all-around amazing guy, my boy, Mr. Myles. What's up, my guy?
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, King?
Thank you so much for joining us. This is your first time. Just let you know, we do use cuss words on here, big cuss words. We do say inappropriate things. So feel free to say what's on your mind. Now, I'm be honest with you, I may challenge you on some of your opinions, but just know it's coming from a place of love.
Oh,
I got you.
Anything that BB says comes from a place of darkness, hate, and jealousy and enviness and all that in between.
That's it right there. All of it.
We're going to get into it, but before we get into it, I'm going to start off with my girl, Kiala. I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
We're going to start off with one of my favorite segments. It's the shit people say on Facebook, but it's going to be the shit that Kiala said on Facebook. And I want to know where your mind was at when you said these things, okay?
Okay.
Some of these things are exactly what Kiala said. It's not a reflection of the Get Ready For a podcast and the Get Ready For a podcast production. The first one is, creating my business has been a roller coaster. While I realize something very vulnerable this weekend, I am the damn job. I'm the entertainer, the makeup artist, the hairstylist, and through my shows, I have brightened the days and nights of so many. Go ahead now. What's that about?
So you said vulnerable, but it's actually something I learned something very valuable, and it's valuable because sometimes we don't realize the strength that we possess within ourselves. A lot of times we work on people's jobs and we do exactly what we're told, when really we know in our hearts that things should be done differently. And for me, I had to realize that I am the damn job. Even on their job, I was the damn job. And now that I'm no longer at their job, the position, the whole division is no longer even there.
Period.
I realize I am the job, and whatever I want, I need to go and get it. I need to do it myself. I mean, it's nobody else but me.
The boss has spoken. Okay, another one. You deserve a life that doesn't hurt. Tell me what that means, Kiala. What does that mean?
So whether it's through friendships, through marriage, through family, whatever the case may be, you deserve a life that is what you create. You deserve a life of happiness, and happiness does not hurt no matter what people have conditioned you to think. If someone truly loves you, it does not hurt. Now, you may get hurt, but the hurt should not be something that's continual, something that's continuing to happen. If they're continuing to hurt you, get it out your life.
Okay.
Get it the fuck out your life.
You can use those big words.
Get the
Not you, baby. You know, you're a different type of man. You know, use delicate, kind words. Kiala, last one for you. My energy is on a budget.
Okay, so this is new. This one is new to me, and I just you work fast. You work really fast because I just posted this. And if you think about your energy as like a paycheck, right? We budget our paychecks to create structure for our lives, right? So my happiness is that structure that I'm trying to create. So my energy is connected to my happiness, right? So I'm going to budget my energy in a way that I can't spend my energy on different things that don't matter tomorrow. I can't spend my energy on people that won't matter tomorrow. So with these friendships, with these divorces and marriages and husbands and expectations, I don't have energy for all that. And my energy is on a budget. So once that is spent, guess what I'm doing?
What you doing?
Getting it the fuck out. Getting it and now I can cuss freely because I'm not under nobody else like name. It's Kiala Durake, actually, and I'm going to use his name. Because it's still legally mine, but
it is.
But I'm not governed by any other entity. When you say boss, that's exactly what I'm looking for in this next chapter, to be my own boss and to not be governed by anybody else's rules, expectations, or how I should be or how I should live.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit. bit. The last time Kyla was here, she was newly married, I believe, right? And I know that things have changed and transpired. Let's talk about that.
So I am still legally married on paper, but me and the person is no longer together. It turned out to be, and I like to be transparent so I can tell my own story, so I'm going to be very open about it. I thought that this person was like the love of my life because he was packaged different than any other guy that I had met. Right? He was smart. He's still smart. He is smart. He's handsome. He dressed well, smelled nice, very organized. But what I didn't realize is that I was the prize. Like, I was the person that was holding all that together anyway. I was paying most of the bills, and as a partner, no matter, like, I'm not into like the gender roles or whatever. But for me, I thought that was what was had to do at the time, so I did it. But in that marriage, I learned that, Kyla, you still have to make sure that you are happy, because there were red flags that came up that I just ignored for the sake of having a family or a sense of belonging or a sense of love. But what I quickly found out was that person was still plotting and scamming. He's from Nigeria, so I don't want to perpetuate the stereotypes for Nigerian people, but he did scam me and use me for citizenship. But that's not even like my focus. My focus is like, Kyla, what did you do? You allowed somebody to come in and manipulate your situation. And so now that's why my energy is on a budget, because if you don't need to even get to these different sides of me, if you're not even worthy of getting there, those red flags will no longer be ignored with relationships, with friends, with family, with anybody, strangers, shit. Nobody should be able to get into your mind to where they deplete your energy or they get you to a point where you are the one on the hurting end.
Okay. So with that, what was the
red flags?
Yes.
There would be time, like, okay, so we moved, right? We moved into it was like, we have been looking at this apartment for a whole year. Finally moved into the apartment, and when we were moving from the apartment, we hadn't had an argument the day before, right? This man moved all of his clothes and left all of my things there. For me, all of my personal things there for me to move into the new place. Now, I've never had a friend that will leave my belongings, and people that know me know, like, I'm like, BB, I got some nice stuff, some nice pieces.
She sure does.
Don't leave my, like, how you, as my husband, you ain't looked back, you ain't even made plans to come and help me get the stuff out. No, that's a red flag. When like, okay, he didn't have his license here. We had made arrangements to get his license. I even made arrangements to use my car. Baby, why 2 weeks later daddy came back with his license? I didn't even know. That's a red flag. How are you use someone's car?
Mm-hmm.
You use, like, yeah. No. Those are like red flags that you think, okay, well, maybe he just wanted to be independent. No, bitch, you wasn't included in the plan. Mm-hmm. He had got an acceptance letter to one of his colleges. He was trying to get his PhD. He just got his master's, and he wanted to further his education. He had got a letter from a different school that I knew nothing about. How you applying for a school in New York? We didn't discuss New York. And I'm comforting him, and I'm like, wait a minute. New York?
Baby, that's over 1,000 miles away.
And then he wanted to go to New York for 5 years without me. I said, am I moving with you? He says, no, if it were moving for a job, then that would be different. But I'm moving for school, so you can just stay here because you have a great job here. No, fuck that job. If we're in a marriage, how are you making plans to go to another 5-year program without your wife?
Yeah, that
red flag. You should have left me a girlfriend. Red flag. That's like 3 of them all in one. You didn't tell me about the school.
You did good.
I'm consoling you. No, but the thing is, and not that I did good or bad. I did what people do. I fell into a place of my self-esteem was very low, and I'll be the first to admit that. And so I fell into a place of maybe he do love me, maybe he do care about me, maybe this is the person for me, not realizing that, bitch, he making plans outside of you, all around you, in your house, making plans without you.
So is there any, I hate to use the word, anger towards him?
Initially there was lots of anger.
Do you feel like he used you for a purpose?
Oh yes, he definitely used me, but there was a different plan in the using. Like, you used me to show, like, you used me, yes, but there was a different lesson for me to learn. Stop letting people use you. It wasn't about no husband. My friends and people that were close to me have used me for a very long time, but it was something that was within me that needed to change, not him. So it was just, that was the message came through him. The clarity came through him. Kyla, you are you fighting to be at these friendship tables that you own. I'm gonna say it again. You fighting to be at friendship tables that you own. Have them pull up a seat. No, I'm not. And it was a very clear message, because when the divorce, when everything was going on, I had very few people to turn to. It was very emotional. I went through a bunch of different things. And nobody was really there. Nobody was there. There were times where, when your quality world is shattered, I mentioned this before, when your quality world is shattered, you turn to non-loving sex, violence, or non-loving sex, violence, or what's the last one? Shit. Anyway, I turned to violence in different ways, not against other people, but my anger was so bad that I would break glass. I broke every fucking glass dish in my house. Every single glass dish. I would go to my third floor and drop the motherfucking glass just so I can release anger. And I got through that. I started going to therapy. I started painting my house. I got a dog, got a poodle now. Her name is Pepper. Well, I say her, but he's non-binary. It's a poodle. I dress him up in pink and stuff, and they use they, them pronouns, and he, him. So, and she when I feel like it. But a lot of great things came out of it. So to answer the question, there is no real anger at this point. It's a lesson learned, and it's time for me to just move on and channel that energy, put it in something else, do something else with it.
Yes.
I'll think of the third one.
I'm gonna ask another. Was it while you think it, was it hard for you to file? Was it like? So, yes, and we haven't even been able to file. I still have his name because he won't sign the papers and he won't even tell me where he is. There were days that were very paralyzing. Like, you think that you have your life. I felt for sure I had the next 5 years figured out. I'll be able to, like, give myself a break from working so hard. I will be able to go back to school, be a therapist. I had so many different things in my heart that this marriage was going to allow me to do. And when that fell through, it was just like, now what? And then on the grounds that it did, you using me, I'm like, bitch, am I even like worthy? As like, what is it about me that I'm not even like? How did I get used for 3 years? How? Can I ask you, because I asked you a question about, do you feel like he used you? And you say yes. Do you know specifically what he was using you for?
His citizenship. Oh. Yeah, we're going to just go ahead.
Yeah, that was in black and white earlier.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I specifically connect.
He was using me for a better life.
Do you feel like that's one of the reasons why he's unwilling to sign the papers?
Absolutely. And because I haven't even taken the time, because it was so paralyzing for me. I don't even want to know the ins and I just said, you know what, Kyla, before you can even deal with this, because you can't get out of the bed to deal with it, that means that your mental health is not in a good place. So get your shit together first, and then go after whatever is due for you or whatever is meant for you. It'll all come. The universe will take care of him. I'm not gonna continue to punish myself trying to get even or trying to, do something. No, it's about, at this point, moving forward and doing what's best for you mentally, which is why we create energy budgets. We cutting off friends. We cutting off anything that don't feel good. I'm not even deeming people good or bad people. It's safe or unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
When I hang out with you, if I don't feel safe, guess oh, you know what?
Go.
My fish need to be walked, and I'm a go ahead and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get the fuck. I'm gonna get on out.
Let me get my ass up out of here. Let me get my fat ass out of here, please.
So you left that behind, or you were in the process of trying to move forward?
In the process, correct? Because it's ongoing.
Also, I believe.
That'll let you know how to get up out of there real fast.
So talking about things that you left behind, also when you came here, you were working at the Metro Inclusive Health, and I believe that you have left that behind as well.
Right.
What transpired with that, and what made you want to leave that?
So my position, and in all transparency, I did get fired. But here's the thing. 2 weeks before I got fired, I was telling a different group of friends, you know what, I think I've outgrown my position at Metro. I was a trans services program coordinator, and I was supposed to be entrusted to coordinate programs for the trans community. And there is a huge issue with the trans women of color. And when you're not able to create programs for where the needs are, that's an issue for me. How am I in charge of 4 locations and cannot create the programming that's needed? So in that respect, okay, maybe it is time for me to go. So the day that I got called into the office to get fired, it was like a relief. Like, bitch, you just spoke this. Get out of this office as fast as you can. I didn't take nothing. I took no personal stuff. They asked me if I needed a box. I said, Alan, keep it. Alan's operations. Keep it. I don't want anything from here. I'm leaving. I've invested 6 years. I love Metro. Let's be 100% clear about that. I've learned so much. I've been trained by some of the best in the nonprofit sector, but it is definitely time to move forward. One of the parts of my job that I did love was my diversity, equity, and inclusion training, and not being able to service the black trans women as I would have liked to. It gave me a different perspective on equity. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I have created my own business called Diversity Plus Train.
Let's talk about that. That was going to be my next question.
All right.
Because we leave one thing behind to start something new. Let's talk about that.
As you should.
I think that is a perfect segue into it, because that's what really happened. Leaving Metro, like, we have these jobs, but just because you have the job doesn't mean that your work and your purpose can't still be fulfilled without that job. Okay, so now moving forward, instead of me trying to save one part of our community, let me educate folks on how to treat, how to handle, customer service goes a long way. And when I step into these businesses, my training is customized to fit any business, whether it be a salon, whether it's a gym, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a doctor's office. I customize trainings so that you can have a complete understanding of how to assist folks using new gender norms and implementing new pronoun usage, or implementing pronoun usage. So say, for instance, like how we talked about my dog, how Pepper is non-binary. Sometimes I might say she, sometimes I might say he. And what I found is people get more offended about their damn dogs than their kids. If you misgender a dog, baby, the world gonna end.
I'd be like, but it's a dog.
It's a dog.
But not.
But
not a dog.
But humans, you don't care what people call me, what you call me out your mouth. You don't care how you treat me. Mm-hmm. That's crazy to me.
So Kyla, her first season here that she came, we talked about the crowns, that she is a collector of crowns in the pageant world. Where are you at in your pageant career?
Making money.
Period.
Listen, so pageants give you that platform, but right now I'm standing on that platform. You know what I mean? I work consistently every weekend. I have no desire. If I do a contest, I'm thinking about some local pageants. I think right now the local pageants are actually more beneficial to me, because you can do the work that I'm doing and have a purpose in that community. Mm-hmm. These bigger titles, it's all about their business. And we already discussed I'm not about nobody else's business but my own. So I just feel like if I do a contest, it's for business purposes or to promote a business or to promote something that's purposeful in life. Sometimes our pageants that we do have, they don't have a purpose, but only to benefit the owners or the promoters, and that's not what I'm trying to do right now. So say, for instance, we have these pride pageants. I would consider doing a pride pageant versus doing a Miss Continental or a Miss some other shit I ain't won. I would very well, I would love to be a Miss St. Pete Pride because now we have purpose. Now the work that I'm doing is aligned with the pageants that I'm winning. It's all about the alignment. I'm really like about that right now. I'm really not about anything else to make nobody else money.
Kyla, real boss. Ooh, I know where button this is. Did it make a sound?
It did.
Okay, just listen.
It did.
It's my first time working equipment, y'all. Press it one more time. Kyla, where can the people find you at on social media, and where can they get in contact with you with the help with your new business that you're working on or you're doing?
So on Facebook, I am Kyla Santi, Kiala, Santi Santi. On Instagram, it's Watch Me Rule all together. Watch Me Rule. And then my
you should put that on the shirt. I love
Watch Me
I
Rule.
love that. I love
and
that.
see how things play out.
I like that.
I'm ruling. I'm a ruler. Okay, so ruler is Black Universe. So that's it was created on Miss Black Universe. Anyway,
baby.
and then for diversity train, it's diversity-train.com. www.diversity-train.com.
You guys make sure you follow my girl Kyla every single where on all social media. Kyla's going to stick around because we're going to get into a couple of topics that I know she has a lot of opinions about. But before we get into that, I'm going to move over to my boy, the educator, Myles, my boy. Tell the people, this is your first time here, so you know you're going to have to tell the people about yourself a little bit. What's up?
All right, so yeah, like he was saying, I start off as an educator. I'm always an educator, I'll tell you that, but I'm no longer in that field anymore. So I started off teaching the little ones, and now I work in the nonprofit sector.
May I ask a question before you go on? What made you leave the field of educating the little ones, the kids, the children?
The little ones.
What grades?
Kindergarten, actually.
I understand a little bit more. Okay, go on.
Watch it.
Why did you decide to leave that field?
Primarily because just the money, the extra work, the extra hours, and I ain't have no husband. I didn't have no extra family, extra money. I ain't come from money, and yeah.
So you basically saying that prostitution can get you more money than teaching.
It can, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I mean, Twitter wasn't even hitting like that back in 2017, 2018. I mean, it was just kind of starting up, but that ain't really my thing per se. But I mean, never say never.
So you said that the reason why you left educating because the money wasn't there. The kids, was it because the kids being bad?
I love the
kids. Can you picture kindergarten kids?
Yes.
I mean, I did childcare for like 10 years prior, so like it wasn't nothing new.
Watching somebody else's child, disobedience. I'm sorry, we don't get down like that.
It was
Not
wild.
that bad.
It was wild.
Definitely is bad. Kids are bad.
You'll always have a story every day.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
let's talk about positivity.
Positively You
Inc.
So Positively You Inc. That's where I actually started at after I stopped teaching. So I've been there for like 3 years. I started as a case manager. Currently a program manager there right now. So primarily we do, HIV, STI testing for free. We do HIV care, case management. We give free clothes and food to the community. We're just pretty much there just to kind of cut that red tape, making sure that everybody, meets the needs that they need to have met. So it's crazy out here right now. So we're just trying to help out.
Every time I look at you and you're on Facebook, you're always doing something. You're always organizing something. What made you? I know you said you left education because the pay and stuff like that.
Right.
But you are really passionate about what you do now. Where do you get that passion from?
I love helping people. And that's just really my passion. So like wherever I'm at, as long as I'm helping somebody, I'm good. And I tell everybody I'm good. So I mean, obviously there is much more to me. I have way more creativity than just teaching. I mean, when I was in there, I was like, I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Like all I know is kids. Like I don't know where else to go. But like I just jumped. I jumped and here I am. Like you said, I'm always doing something, and I love what I do.
Let's talk about let's talk about the importance of knowing your status. Let's talk about that. Can we talk about STDs and why is it so important for people to know their status? And
Isn't it called STIs now?
Listen, don't get me. I was born in '92. I don't know, baby.
It's new. I mean, yeah, STDs, STIs. It's the same thing. It used to be sexually transmitted diseases. Now it's sexually transmitted infections. Same gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis, your herpes, all that good stuff. It's still the same. Why is it important to know your status? I mean, just knowing that for yourself, knowing that for the next person. Just like with COVID, like you want to know for yourself, you want to know for the next person. Things get really bad if they get go untreated. Most STDs or STIs are treatable, completely treatable. Most of them, the ones that aren't treatable, are manageable. So not going out there having fear, not getting tested. I don't want to know. You might as well, so you can just live a healthy life. At the end of the day,
I remember when Kiala was here her first time, I asked her this question because she said that you test patients,
just say
people for HIV, right?
Correct.
Do you deliver the results?
I do.
Can you tell me, because I remember I asked Kiala about how she handles that when she gets that positive results. How do you handle that?
We talk about this all the time at work. You just pretty much like meet the person where they are. Of course, you got all these emotions coming at you. People really not understanding what it is. So I always come from a place of education, because immediately most people are thinking, okay, well, we back in the 1980s. Like, I'm going to die in the next week. I'm going to look like this. I'm going to feel like this. And I can tell most people 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, you're not going to, obviously you're not going to die. Clearly there's plenty of medication out there that can sustain you for a lifetime and beyond, so it's literally from a place of education. You realize how many people just aren't educated on their body, let alone, their sexual health. So just starting there, man.
Okay. You have your own non-profit organization, correct?
I do.
Let's talk about that.
That's my baby.
Let's talk about your baby.
Yes, sir. So Evolve Tampa Bay. I started Evolve Tampa Bay 6 years ago, and actually incorporated it back in 2021. After working with Positively You, learning the ropes.
Okay.
And we've been doing big stuff, man. I mean, we have over 240 members on our Facebook group. We're doing, monthly events. I call it social and civic organizations. So I want to have the visibility in the community for Black same-gender loving men. I say Black and brown because we invite both Black and brown men, and specifically just for that. So sorry to those that are interested, but we do our community events is for everybody. So like on April 30th, we're partnering with Paint Your Heart Out Tampa Bay, and we're painting the homes of veterans and elders that can't afford to paint their homes themselves. So like literally just getting out there, being in the community, being active, and building community amongst Black and brown same gender loving men. So getting together, just talking, chilling, socially networking, things like that.
I love to just listen to intelligent Black people. When I have people like Kiala and yourself, and you guys are just so like smart, it makes me feel good. So I just want to give y'all that compliment, because y'all really just speaking. Because with me, I'm halfway retarded, not in the. Can you say? BB? Can I say that word? No. Is there another word?
Say what word?
Retarded. I should say a different word. You don't like when I say other words.
I don't. Word choice is important.
Let me be quiet. Okay, you also are an alcoholic? No.
That's not true.
That was me. No.
I was like, that is not me.
You're a mixologist, right?
Mixologist,
yeah. Right.
Is
yes. That a title that you gave yourself? You gotta go get a degree by that. Let me know what's going on with that.
I have my certificate in as a bartender, so I am a certified bartender. However, I make drinks on the side. So like my
is it
specialty drink. I make my rum punches. Yeah. So I make my rum punches all the time. Actually, just give my family the rest of them.
So you get people drunk.
I mean, that's what I like to do. I mean, everybody like to get lit, turn up.
I think he just lifts people's spirits.
Is that what you call it?
Yes.
I mean,
I'm not really a heavy drinker.
Whatever. You're not a heavy drinker?
I'm not a heavy drinker.
What is a heavy drinker?
But you want your spirit lift.
Right.
Just a tad bit for only a special occasion.
We got to get you a rum punch, King. We got to get you a rum punch.
I don't drink BB like that. Besides, if I'm going out of town or if it's like late night and the mood is right, and and it's the vibe.
So you need a drink for that?
Huh?
So you need a drink for that?
Yes. I mean, I like to meet each other with a vibe. So if you drunk, I'm like, I got to be drunk to get there.
Oh, interesting.
Is that wrong?
Interesting.
I mean...
Okay.
No.
You're young.
Myles, tell the people where they can find you at on social media.
So you can find me at Myles Tonio on Facebook. You can find me at Myles_1, the letter N only, on Instagram. I ain't gonna tell you my Twitter.
No, why not? Why not?
I mean, my Twitter ain't for everybody's eyes. So
right, that's none of your business.
Yeah,
Pick on my phone.
Yeah, if we gotta do some searching, we will. Okay, we already know. We know the background of Kyla, BB, and yourself. We gonna find something on him. I'm gonna do some investigation. I'm gonna do some investigation. I'm gonna hit you up, Kyla, and let you know what time it is.
But as far as Evolve Tampa Bay on both Facebook and Twitter. I'm sorry, Facebook and Instagram. Evolve Tampa Bay.
You guys make sure you check my boy Myles out on every single platform that you can find my boy, because he put in work in Tampa. You know, the 813.
He does. I said I need to get to one of his like social gatherings. Mm-hmm. But I be kind of nervous. I don't want to meet no new friends.
Bring your own friends.
But you know what, baby? That's the mistake we make. You ain't meeting no new friends. You meeting some new associates.
Okay.
Some new acquaintances. You're not meeting no friends, baby.
Okay.
Stop calling them people friends.
Stop calling them people friends.
I ain't got many.
And you cherish those, and that's what. Put your energy on the budget, baby.
Okay. Go ahead and run that collection plate.
Go ahead and add that in there.
So we're gonna move on to the group discussion topics. We're gonna talk about some things, and we're gonna see if we all agree or disagree. There's this transgender model, Shanice Brooks. Am I saying it right? Shauna Brooks? Shauna, yes, Brooks. This week she exposed a man, Benzino, for having conversations that she deemed romantically, and kind of tried to say that he was DL. What's up with people exposing people? Can we talk about that? Why is that something that's a stigma with the gay community, that we expose people when we're mad or upset or when we don't get our way? And don't sit here and play like that's not true, because it does happen a lot.
What?
Immaturity. In some cases.
Well, I think it is a level of immaturity, but I think what it is too, people want, sometimes when men talk to trans women, we feel disrespected in so many different ways, and a lot of times their secrets are the only thing left to get them back or to hurt them as they have hurt us. So if this all you care about, if people find out that you like me, then bitch, I'm finna expose you. That's all you care about. When really it shouldn't even be about that. Like, you should be able to like who you like, and that's it. But because that's the most important thing to you, now I'm finna expose you. That's gonna hurt you more than me fighting you, stealing some money from you. I'm finna let the people know.
But when you walk into that, I have a question. When they walk into that situation though, and you know what time it is, right? And you still do it, even though he told you that, listen, this is what it is.
No, it's not about what time it is. If you're telling me you like me, we all like it. We all want a sense of love and belonging. The same thing. That's like me saying, people saying, oh, bitch, how you getting mad because he used you? You walked into that. No. He told me things that he wasn't telling y'all. Like we had the pillow talk. We was in there having sex. We was doing, no. I ain't walk into a motherfucking thing, and neither did she.
Well, I guess so. I mean, niggas being niggas.
I agree.
Just making empty promises.
That could be a script.
It is.
It could be.
What is your opinion, BB? You said.
I mean, I agree with everything. Like, I don't think I've ever exposed anybody, but I've definitely. I'm no closet. I'm not a closeted person. Like, you see me, you get the real me. If you approach me and you like me, okay, hey, how are you? I'm going to go out with you. We are going to be seen in public. I'm not an in-house type of bitch. If you think I'm going to stay in-house, go to your mama's house, because that's where you belong.
So basically, if somebody gets with you, you can tell it all.
Absolutely.
There's nothing to tell.
Like, and I don't, there really isn't. Even my partner now, when me and him got together, he met me with orange shoes and purple socks on. And everybody was like, oh, he's vice president of whatever group. He's DL. And they were trying to figure out, is he gay? But I walk in the room and I'm like, hey, how are you? Oh, here's my number. Now we're talking and texting. Oh, and miraculously, we're dating.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, oh, well, I ain't know. Bitch, what? Baby, y'all are boo-boo the fool, but this ain't got nothing to do with me, because we finna go to lunch. Have a good day.
And y'all trying to figure it out.
Y'all trying to figure it out. I'm not figuring out anything. I'm here for education. I'm here to have a good time. And him and I were finna go.
But I will say, for a lot of times with trans folks, dating is really bad. It's like I literally went on a date the other day. Thought I was on a date. Went to the casino. Went to the food court. Like, I thought Sugar Factory was at the, And I was like, okay, maybe we going somewhere nice. No, we went and had a slice of pizza at the casino. And then he was like, well, let's go back to your place.
That's all you want to
I thought it was a date. I said, well, let's go to a park and talk. Y'all, we ended up in the parking lot.
In a car.
And him asking me to jack him off.
You gotta go.
You know I did it, but I was just
Oh God, I support you so much.
I guess I walked into that too, right?
But you know what it was from then on. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. From then on, that was the red flag that I had no energy for. I was like, you know what?
Oh God,
Baby, take me back to my car.
Yeah.
Because no. And you know what? Can I tell you something? I jacked him off, right? He came on. It was like literally semen on my hands.
Okay.
It was
Baby, I've had a lot. Okay, go ahead.
It was literally semen on my hand. The last red flag was he reached for the tissues and wiped his penis off before even offering me a tissue.
Oh, baby, I'd put it right on them pants.
Oh, baby. Yeah, very one of that. No, flags are all flag on the plate.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, don't disrespect me like that. But thank you so much.
Oh my God, next one. So there's a celebrity. His name is Milan Christopher. He's currently on the show called Bad Boys Club.
I'm over it.
He made a statement. There was, just to set the picture, it was this Caucasian white man that was in the bowling alley, and one of the straight heterosexual men said that he was twerking on him, but he really wasn't. And the Milan Christopher had a conversation with the gay people in the household and said there's a particular way that we gay people need to act around straight people. Do you guys believe that to be so? Do gay people need to act a certain type of way around straight people? They need to hold back their true gayness.
No, I'm not going to say that. I think you need to have a certain level of respect and decorum whenever you present yourself. Like, you don't, I don't care if you're gay. Like, I see plenty of people all day, every day. Gay,
when you go around straight people, do you tell the straight people to act more gay?
No, I don't tell them anything. I say, hey, how are you? And keep it moving.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, on one side of the fence and the other side of the fence. When straight people come around gay people, do you tell them they need to act more gay? I don't like, you're acting too straight.
No, I don't. See, I don't care about other people. So it's really, really hard for me to be like, oh, I care about what you're going to think. I don't. Like, I was born and raised and brought up to be respectful to everybody. I don't have I'm flamboyantly gay. For those that are, that's fine. That's cool. That's just them. I used to be that judgmental type back in the day where I used to be like, oh, she were real gay. I don't like that. But once I started going to Kyla's group, I was just like, I met a bunch of different people that I was just like, bitch, I would never in a million years be in the same room with these people. Yeah. But they so nice. They're my buddies. And when I tell you, I just accept everybody for who they are. I meet them where they at.
Exactly. Like, what happened to, like, I thought we were getting to that spot, getting to that place where it's like accepting people for who they are, letting people be who the hell they want to be, and keep about your damn business.
To me, I think I agree with both of you. I really do. I think you got to have a certain level of respect. But I think what he was probably getting at, remember, like when you was young, like your parents tell you, like, okay, when you get here, I think it's a matter of even like taking it back to like black and white. Like sometimes we code switch. We have our interview self. We got our business self. You code switched in different things. So I think maybe he was speaking from like a level, or a place of like protection.
Code switching?
Like a place of like, listen, y'all, this how you got to do it when you do this. I don't think he was trying to like set us back, but I can see how that could come across. But it's a matter of like, bitch, you on TV, we in the middle of you missing these other people.
Baby, and spent $10,000 on what? Did you see the body?
I don't watch it.
Baby, the body.
I need to have more context in which he was saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me an example, like, of what you think we should act like.
So the way that it happened was, oh my gosh, I forgot the white name.
Willie.
Was it a bowling alley?
They were at the bowling alley.
Willie,
that
the
was
baddest.
The same night that the baby got into it with his baby mama's brother. But long story short, they had the boys come to the bowling alley to basically make an appearance and just bowl, have a good time. And one of the guys in particular, I forgot the white guy's name.
Willie the baddest. That's his name.
It's Willie? Okay, Willie the baddest. He had on this one piece, and it was like money. And I was just like, oh, okay, that's cute. And it's like, soon as he walked in the building, the first thing he wants to do is shake his ass. And like, you're literally bumper to bumper with everybody else, and you want to shake your ass. And majority of the guys in the house are gay, and it's only two straights.
So my question is, if Molly, because the thing was, he made it seem as though that white boy was dancing him. He was not. He was just dancing in the area.
Well,
and also on top of that, if you walk into a situation where there's 7 gay people and there's only 2 straight people, you already know what time it is. You already know what the vibe is going to be. So there's the gay outweighs the straight. So they're gonna act more freely to be. I'm just saying that I'm not finna kiss nobody ass.
No, I don't want
if you
you
want
to.
me to act some type of way, you can get away from me. That's how I feel about the situation.
I
And that's not
definitely
how
don't
Molly
want
was.
you
She's like,
to.
you're doing too much, nigga. You all these gay people. You already knew what time it was.
No, because it's one that's a little worse than Willie. It's Gutter. Baby Gutter is.
Yeah, they're all hyper feminine. Most of them are hyper feminine. So he knew what time it is.
Yes, but based on like the way everything was going and flowing, I was like, okay, well, he's immediately turning up. Like, you haven't even had a drink. You haven't really gotten anywhere. Like, and you just walking in shaking.
We don't know what he had before.
Oh, that's
people,
right.
That's
people.
true.
The thing
Because-
is, though, y'all, people have these different. People do their stuff, and
do.
so you can't really say
What
like
is stuff?
stuff can be
They
any
have their-
substance that they choose to do.
Yes, the candy of choice.
Any
Candy of choice.
any
It's a good one.
libation that they choose to partake in before they go out. So we don't know, and I think if somebody is like an older gay person and they've been in like the public eye, they've been in different places, maybe he was just saying, okay, bitch, you're doing too much simply because it could have some backlash. We don't know that, but that's a different perspective to look at it. Do I think people should be themselves? Absolutely. But if I'm gonna take my transgender ass over to Sky on the straight night, the hood night, and I'm not doing that for my own protection. I ain't even going to the grocery store. For me, I ain't going to the grocery store and drag and shopping like I'm not. It's a matter of that
Knowing your
decorum and knowing your environment and being safe, because not everyone is on that same page.
But Willie should have knew that, baby. Willie and
I got a side question that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
But if you do cocaine crack one time, does that make you a crackhead?
Well, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because I think
Most
it.
definitely not.
I
Well,
think.
let's not use crackhead. Let's
Yeah,
use
that's-
somebody like a substance abuser.
But that don't got
But
the
I wouldn't
finesse
even
on
say
it though.
well, I would
When you get into an argument with somebody, you don't call them.
A substance abuser.
You call them a crackhead,
But
even if
that's-
they don't do crack. It just
if
it
you're
just
in those
flows out
heated
the
moments,
mouth.
you're trying to go below the belt.
Right.
That's the
Correct.
ultimate
True,
goal.
true.
Like, you have to be. I mean, I've gotten into several arguments. Me personally, I try to be like, you know what, it's getting heated.
No, the
I'ma
hell
just
you
walk
don't.
up.
That's the first thing come out your mouth. Crackhead.
That's a lie. The first thing that come out my mouth is bitch. I'm be like,
And
bitch.
slut and hoe.
That is not. I will call you a bitch first.
Slut
But
next.
I will definitely try to de-escalate and just walk away. But I'm not. I don't like that crackhead stuff. Like, I don't like that C word that everybody likes to go off of.
What's that?
Ritz. I don't like it. I hate it.
Because
Ritz,
let me tell you something.
saltines, I be like, oh, because my auntie, she's
Play in my
one of
face too
those.
much. That's why my
And you know what? I think people, when you know somebody that maybe deal with substance abuse or substance use, you know the triggering words to use. So you would yell out a crackhead, or but what if I called you a rapist because bitch you done messed with that little young boy?
right
that's
the
what
corner, and you don't want to say nothing.
You 36 and the boy okay. But so we gotta
But we ain't gonna talk about
gotta,
that, though.
Thank you, and we gotta be mindful of the words that come out of our motherfucking mouths, because like Will Smith over there slapping folks, it's time to slap people. I'm not
No, it's not.
I'm
Don't
not
do it.
promoting violence, but it's time. It's time to be mindful of what you're saying out your mouth.
Word choice is important. I was just
It's
stressing
time.
this. I said word choice is important. It's a lot of things that can be said. You can say them, however, be mindful of your tongue is one of the worst things that bitch who. Last year I was like, oh bitch, 2022, I'm not sparing nobody else. Bitch, I'm fighting bitches.
And I think
You was sparing people before?
Came into 2022. I said, what is happening? Lord, take this up out of me. Because I ain't never been this type. Get
You've
this
been
away
mean
from
ever
me.
since
so.
2013.
You've been fighting.
I've gotten to a few altercations. However,
Lord.
I don't like that. That's so ugly.
But you know what though, BB, I want to commend you. I don't think it's ugly at all. Like being an entertainer and being a nicer entertainer, I have been tried by so many different people. Like just Friday, a bitch tried me and called me a little girl. Said I don't play with little girls.
Oh.
Because I'm not boastful. I don't brag about the things that I've done, my accomplishments. But people will try you.
Mm-hmm.
People will try you, and even though like my platform is not as big as like a Jada Pinkett and a Will Smith, but in our gay community, it's you can see
huge.
it. And the fact that you would come out of your mouth and be disrespectful is, and I'm not even that kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
But because I'm not that kind of person, you feel like it's okay to try me. So I'm actually getting on your page where it's like, all right, maybe it is time for me to just act a little out of character.
Like,
I've
I
been
need to
too
show
nice
you.
for too long.
Just show a few people. But even my most recent incident, yeah, I showed my ass a little piece. However, after the fact, I came back and was like, you know what? This is definitely not me. My apologies. We agree to disagree. It's okay.
You apologize to the person you fought?
I did.
I mean, that's big.
I
but
apologize.
I'm not apologizing for
I
a
did,
damn
though.
thing.
That's
because
big.
I have like one thing about me is I have character and I care about everybody, whether I like you or don't. But at the end of the day, like if it's like for me to physically have to put my hands on you, you really had to push me there.
And that warrants no
Well,
apology. I'm so sorry. If you don't cross that line to where now I can't even talk to you, I got to fight you.
Yeah.
And you're not one of my loved ones. Oh, baby, ain't no more apologizing because I done tried to talk to you.
Yeah.
I done been patient with you.
Next topic. We're gonna talk about. Am I pronouncing her name? Leah Thompson?
I don't know.
Leah Thompson.
I don't know who you got. Where you got these current events from?
It was
The
okay. Let me
swimmer-
say this.
the
It was the
swimmer.
swimmer because you made a comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's her
okay.
name.
Yeah.
Okay, I know
Leah
what you're talking
Thompson.
about.
I spoke up for that person.
Let me give a
Okay,
quick rundown.
okay.
Okay, this was a I'm trying to like. This was a
Trans woman?
trans woman that was once in the male side of things, and she was not the best, and then she transitioned into the female side of things, and she was better.
And still not the best.
Still not the best.
So cut it out. What's the discussion then?
She's getting a lot of heat because people don't feel as though it's fair.
So what people don't realize is when you take hormones, you are not as strong as you once were. And obviously, if this young lady has gone through all of her, she started to transition, she maybe have like at least a year of hormone, taking her hormones. At that point, your levels are imbalanced. You're not as strong as you were as when you were a man. If I reposted the situation because in the write-up, they mentioned that not only was she transgender, but they also mentioned her a transgender woman with a penis. What the fuck are we talking? So we're talking about her accomplishments and her body parts are coming up.
Like
That's crazy. That's
Tacky.
absurd.
It's
That's not
unacceptable.
It.
I don't
It's
like
not,
it.
and she's not even the best. And the narrative, they pushed the narrative that she was overpowering these women. If the bitch if she's still not the best, she ain't the best. Like, she's not dominating nothing. If
it is what it is.
so, obviously there are still women that's stronger and better. She may have won that race or that. She may have done well in that one, but she's still not deemed the best. So she's not overpowering these women as some man. So stop making that narrative. She's an athlete.
Yeah, I had that conversation with my little brother actually because he reposted it as well, and I went back and forth with him and a few of his friends. I don't even know these people, but basically, I gave them the hormonal side of things.
Yes,
and they basically came back and me and my little brother had a separate conversation outside of it, and he was like, "Well, it's coming from a skill level." So when you look at it, yes, on the male side, she was skilled to be a little bit better. Hence, NBA and WNBA. They created the WNBA because the women weren't as skilled as the men. However, I know that there are women out there that can ball the shit out of some dudes. It is what it is. But he gave me the synopsis of because she was so skilled as a male, coming into a female, a binary, like basically a whole female side, she's gonna come in dominating everybody because she has this.
so they
buy that.
they train different. They train women different. So women play
Whose fault is
basketball.
that?
Yes,
That's what I said. I was just like,
and if she's skilled as if she's trained as a man, and still not coming in here tearing these women up, then bitch, something's still wrong.
So they're training people on the biases of male and female, male and female
crazy.
gender roles. Like, train them the same. Why would you not train them the same?
And so,
Crazy.
is there a fact in that they train men different from women?
yeah, it is. But
Okay,
I was
so
just
that's
like,
still
okay.
that's still not her. That's not
Yeah, that's their
that's not Miss
preconceptions.
Thomas' fault. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yeah,
Not
She
at all.
came in
Whatever.
there and did what she supposed to do on
Not
her
at all.
with her skills that she has. And I hope this time next year the bitch winning everything.
They need to start fighting for trying to train the same or something.
Equality,
That ain't got nothing to do-
equity in the
exactly.
trainings.
Yeah,
I'm
hell,
sorry.
I'm with it.
Okay. Let's move on down to a segment called "The Things That Straight People Want to Know."
Straight.
Straight. What is it?
Straight.
That's wrong. Straight.
No,
it's not.
Heterosexual.
No, you're right.
Okay. Next question. What is? Why do gay men purchase enemas? And what do they do with them?
Clean their stuff out. They got to make sure they
Explain.
are ready and prepared.
Yeah, I'm with you, baby. And I think people have a misconception that enemas are only for sex. First off, there are other things. Doctors can ask you to get enemas if you get like colonoscopies. Like there's different reasons for an enema. But what I will say, I appreciate the straight men now cleaning their asses properly because it makes my job a lot easier.
Pin drop and we're done.
I mean,
we agree.
That is what it is. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I mean, that's what it's for.
It's your first season, baby.
It is what it is.
I don't know where to go with that one.
Okay.
Clean your tail.
Okay, is booty just as important as it is in a heterosexual relationship?
Wait, what?
Is booty just as important as it is in a heterosexual relationship?
What does that mean?
I don't know how important it is in a hetero relationship because I ain't never been in one.
I don't know what that means.
Well, let's see. In the heterosexual community, you know, they have two things they like to look at, either the ass or the titties.
Yes.
Do you feel as though it's the same way as in the gay community? These are what straight people want to know. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we can look right now. I'm pulling up my Snapchat. I'm versatile, right? So I can be top, bottom, whatever. So I got like y'all like just for reference. So I'm showing them a young man that was a stripper, and he has a really nice. And I'm actually. That's
not a young man. That's a man of life. There,
he has a really nice body, and I like his butt. He has a nice butt, and so yeah, it is very important. Listen, just because you are a part of the LGBTQ plus community, your likes, your things that turn you on, don't change.
Yes,
they sure don't.
Human.
An ass is an ass. We all like asses, and then it's a booty hole.
Ass is ass. I love ass. I always
That's
have
what it
loved
look
ass.
like.
So
That's what it look
I
like.
think I look at women's butts more than I would look at a male.
really?
yeah, because that's not
Yeah.
your.
Are you a bottom though?
I've
okay.
dabbled in.
A power bottom is what they call them.
And guess what? There's
up?
nothing wrong with big
Which
butts.
no
there's
bottom
nothing
shaming.
wrong with that at all, Brandon.
See, but what it is that people can't take a power bottom, as they would say.
Because they know what they want.
They know they want to
And you're going to have to perform. You're going to have to come on
don't play
with
back
it.
there.
Yeah.
Don't play back there.
Are you sure?
Not on my booty hole.
You tapping on that? You tapping on that door? All right, when that bitch open up, don't be scared.
Next question, Brandon. We got kids listening to this shit. I'm playing.
My apologies,
Does being attracted to a trans woman make you gay?
So I think y'all asked me that last time.
Did we?
Yeah.
We're going to ask it
Does
again.
being attracted
Run
to
it
a
again.
trans woman make
I'll
you
go
gay?
first.
Yeah, these are what straight. I looked this up. These are the
So
top questions that straight
so they're
people want to
saying
know.
They concerned.
Okay, so
So if I'm a heterosexual, I'm a heterosexual man,
and you
and
see
I
a
take a
trans
look, and I'm like,
woman,
wait a minute now, something.
does that make you gay?
Yes.
I don't think. Once you get into the act, that's when it becomes gay. Your level of attraction is going to be generalized all the way across. Because I've seen some
Absolutely. Very
girls
well said.
that look like dudes, and I was like, damn.
Quick
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Even if she has bottom surgery,
How would you know?
You wouldn't know until you got in that space.
Until
Okay,
you
let me
got into
shut
the
my mouth.
act.
Let me shut up.
So here's the thing too. There's two things I look for when I meet guys because I do go. I mean, I meet straight guys that are heterosexual. So, if you're attracted to me, that's one thing. You can't take your attraction back. But if you're interested in me, that's that's what you can take back. Okay, so I was attracted to you when I met you. Now I'm telling you I'm transgender. If you're no longer interested, that's fine. But you can't take back. You were already attracted to me.
Sure was.
Right. The female persona. Right.
And that does not make you a gay man. I think I've dated men that I still would consider to be straight. But here's the thing: if we come start doing the act, as BB mentioned,
Then that's
if
where-
come time doing the act and you want to, do whatever, then you may be able to consider yourself something different. But I do think that men are now coming into a different headspace in terms of sex. A lot of men now are getting to getting their butt ate and stuff, and that's if it's with a woman, it's not gay.
It's still straight.
It's still straight, and you are able to explore different things about your body that you might like that were once told to you that's not that you shouldn't do. I'm commending so many men out there now that's like, well, they into that, and I think that's great. Like if you like what you like, you like what you like.
And it is what it
I
is.
agree. I mean, we call that sexual fluidity.
Absolutely.
Just being fluid, and enjoying what you like. Enjoy what you like. So.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how y'all feel.
Yeah, don't limit yourself.
I support you guys 100% in your endeavors and everything.
I mean, do
that
you feel
do.
differently?
We'd
Well,
love
listen.
to hear it.
Well, which question do you feel different about?
I don't feel different. I agree with everything you guys are saying right now. I'm just thinking about my next question I'm going to ask.
I'm so concerned.
Why? We're going to move over to a segment which I call why. Every question I'm going to ask is going to start with the why. Why are hookups so normal in the LGBT community?
Oh my God, I was talking about. Okay, so I think hookups
It's
are
normal because
I think it is
nasty
normal. No,
and
bitch.
Go ahead, tell them what they say.
They not nasty.
That's what they say.
Cha. Well, I personally
Because
feel
back in BB younger days,
I have
I
hooked
know
up.
he was a twirler.
Not as much as you think, but nonetheless, I feel as if growing up, the LGBT community, we never were trained to court people properly in a sense.
So you saying straight fuck
So-
it?
That in that sense.
No, I ain't no straight fucking, because if you think about it, growing up, you always get pushed boy, girl. Oh, get this Valentine's Day card for your girlfriend. Get this card for your boyfriend. Whatever the case may be. So you had that instilled in you. So now you're an adult, and the first thing you do is, hey, I like you. I want to get to know you. I want to take you out to eat. I want to buy you flowers, and whatever the case may be. However, by us being gay, we didn't have that, oh, give your card to your girlfriend. It was just like, okay. Well, I like you. You like me. Oh, you turn me on.
Let's be together.
That's it. Like, once we hunch, we together. There's no real substance. However,
For you, you said that once we hunched together?
well, no, back then. Well, yes, that was my law. When I was growing up, that was my law. Once I had sex with you, we are together.
That's too much. You doing too
That
much.
means that, bitch, you think you finna call who? Baby, I'm going to your grandma's house and I'm tapping on her door.
And together for the people could look different too.
Yeah.
Like if we have sex, that means like I've allowed you into like my space, and like there's a certain level of
Intimacy.
like, responsibility or obligation that comes with that. Now, if it's been said that it's just a hookup, then that's different. But I think we live in a world today where everything is so instant. Like you can look on your phone and you can post some things instantly. So of course, dating is the same thing. Having sex is the same thing. Like I'm looking and I bet you look nice, so I want it. So I'm gonna click on it and I'm gonna tap it. I'm gonna tell you I want it.
You start sending nudes.
Yeah.
Right
That's
away.
it.
Like, but some people do try to like mask it. Like the gentleman I brought up earlier, he tried to mask it by taking me to the casino.
But that wasn't gonna work.
But you ain't even want that. I would have honestly rather him say he wanted to jack off with me. Cause I would have did that anyway. Like I
And
just say that you want to jack off, because don't get me up at 12 noon talking about a date.
And then by 2:30, I'm in the parking lot with you.
I ain't even eat all my pizza.
Oh hell no.
I had attitude.
Um,
I'd have had a straight attitude. I'd have said, you know what?
I did. Take me to my car.
Yeah.
Silent the whole. Take me to my car.
You weren't wrong.
And now you look out the window like,
It's to look out the window.
take me
for
to
me.
my car.
when people use the phrase "that's so gay," why is that offensive to some people?
Because of the stigma that's been placed on gay already by the people that's using that's so gay. Straight people make gay out to be the most nastiest, horrific thing in the world, but then now you're gonna say, "Oh, that's so gay." Don't do that, because you already made it a bad
derogatory.
thing.
Myles, what'd you
Next.
say?
I was saying it's derogatory. I mean, at the end of the day, like it's offensive.
Yes.
So, and they know where. I mean, it may have not come from that particular place with that particular person at that time, but where it derived from, that's where it came from. It's derogatory.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Okay, let's talk about relationships a little bit here. Could you date someone that did sex work, prostitution, OnlyFans, Backpage?
Yes.
Hell,
I have.
how was that experience?
It was alright. It was cute. Like literally, it was all right. At the time, they weren't doing it. And they said they were done, but they are back on the scene.
That moneymaker, man. That moneymaker.
Yeah, money was calling, baby.
Well, you know what? I don't have a problem with it. I think a profession is just that, because I get the same thing when I do shows. Like my shows can be a bit like revealing, even though I don't consider myself like a stripper. But if some boyfriends, come to the club, they may not like the attention that I receive from my different shows. So if I want to be respected, I would want to respect others. So I would date a person who did sex work. I think it would be a conversation of a matter of being protected. How safe are we being? Like, what are we actually doing? How good is the money? Like, do we really need this money Frankie? Like, what's happening?
I think my biggest thing when I was dating that person was like, am I by myself enough? Because what comes to my mind is like, you've had anybody pretty much you can think of. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what's what. So I'm like, am I gonna be enough for just you?
Size wise?
No, interest wise. Like, will you get bored with me?
Ooh.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, will that be good enough for you?
Ooh,
Next year, will you not want this other nigga? That guy, whatever else, bigger, better, thicker, whatever.
Wider,
so
yeah.
And I addressed that.
Looser, yeah.
I was reassured, but I still was a little bit, apprehensive about it.
I don't think sex workers look at love and relationships the same way.
And I heard that as far as sex work, I dated a porn star. So, I mean, it is sex work still, but you're right.
Do you think
I have
he
heard
valued their relationship?
I think he did.
Okay.
I mean, so I was kind of coming around, just understanding and like getting the feel of where he was coming from on a personal level, So I was like, okay, we'll see what it's going.
Brandon, would
Yeah,
sex
I
work?
would. What you did before me ain't got nothing to do with me, baby. That's
So,
your
I mean, no,
business.
currently, if they presently were sex working, could you be in a relationship with them?
It would definitely be a conversation. It'll be a conversation.
A conversation if you
Yes.
getting your shit and leaving.
No, not even. I've grown, and so my level of maturity is far greater than what it was back then. Ask me this a few years ago, fuck
Hell
no.
no. Yep.
Now that I'm older and I'm more so understanding, and I want to know why, what's happening, I'm going to. Hey, we may still be able to work it out.
I bet you're waiting for my response.
For sure.
Would
'Cause
I
you support it?
Date somebody that does things for other people to see?
I mean, they might train them. They might.
The answer, hell yeah, why not?
Exactly.
And the sex probably is great. Like,
right.
It probably is all right, and it's probably weathered
Probably.
and tired.
What?
And tired.
And tired.
Why tired?
I just believe. You out there giving it to
Y'all
everybody
can't
else.
see his
It
face.
is.
I'm like, looking right at the, it's tired. The sex is tired.
It's probably-
So,
it's-
do you think?
Well,
it,
why?
see, but sometimes I think
it's
that
not giving what it's supposed to be given. The
But
grip
then-
is gone.
No, but
I was
if
just
they're
thinking
the-
about
Street.
top,
if they're
bottom,
the
what?
top, yeah. I mean, it could. I don't know. I watch some porn stars,
Aye.
and even them bottoms, like, because your butt is not gonna stay stretched out. Your butthole is not gonna be. If your butthole was worn like that, you wouldn't be able to
Then
to
why
have
would I
shit.
be looking? Them bitches.
Yeah.
Because
I
they
be
be,
like-
they
A
be in the
gaping
midst of
hole?
working. They're in the midst of working, but after they get home and bitch, you take a shower, your butthole gonna go. But that's like a woman. She had a baby. Then them pussies ain't wore out.
That's right.
But
Some
sometimes
pussies
them
fall
thing-
out all the time.
Sometimes them things they do be still wide,
I guess
and
it
then when that
depends on how
white
much
stuff
you're
start
doing
coming
it.
out your butt,
Oh,
that's
you watch?
not
Oh,
what.
you watch the
Huh?
what white
You
stuff?
watching on there?
What white stuff?
That stuff that y'all be calling cream. That's not what it is. That's not what it is.
Wait a minute, y'all.
That's a whole other conversation.
You
Y'all-
said cream. Y'all said I ain't said cream.
I don't say that.
I ain't saying it either.
Then what y'all say?
that. I don't say that at all.
What you say?
Nothing. 'Cause when
Kyla, what you say? Miles?
I be you know what? I have looked at some point. I'd be like, wait, what is that? Did he come in the booty?
That's what I thought it
Yeah,
was.
it's,
I was like,
it could
okay.
be a little bit of everything. Yeah.
It could
Yeah,
it says
I don't
anal
know.
secretions.
Right.
basically,
Damn,
And it's not
my-
supposed to be like that.
It's not supposed to. It
And you need to
actually
see
means other
somebody.
things, which I've learned.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
They
yeah.
be out there living for that shit too.
Yeah, they do. And
Or
niggas
is
like
it
you
not?
do too.
It's not the lubrication. That's
No, it's the anal whatever stuff that's not
The
supposed
secretion.
to. Yes.
But like I said, it could be a little bit of everything. It could be the secretion. It could be the
little
It could be
fecal
the-
matter.
yeah.
sperm,
it could be-
whatever.
Little booty hole
spit,
juice.
little spit. Right.
Hence the purpose of the fleet that we talked about
Right.
earlier. Get your fleets and get cleaned out and
Please and thank you.
Is domestic violence in the gay relationship just as severe as a heterosexual relationship?
yes.
Yes.
Probably a little bit more,
Why would you say more?
because I feel as though when men feel like they're dating men, it's like I can just hit them. I feel like straight people they do think a little bit about.
No, the fuck they
Hey,
don't.
listen, wait, hold on, cuz this is my motherfucking opinion.
You're absolutely
In
right.
my opinion is
I'm
I feel
sorry.
as though if there's two men dating, it's a little bit quicker to go upside each other's head because and that whole rule about don't hit girls doesn't apply to a gay relationship.
Yes, it
Because this is a nigga and I'm finna knock the dog shit out your ass.
Well,
now, is it right? No, but I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Not every relationship see their partner as another man, like this my
Right.
man. This is you do have like like the man and the woman, sort of, for lack of better words. People do value their relationship a little bit different than what people would think. And I don't think it's a matter of one's more prevalent in, whether it be straight or homo or heterosexual relationships. I think it's a matter of our upbringing and like how we're raised and not being able to communicate and like really express ourselves. So it's just, I think I don't know. I think you just need to get your mental shit together.
Absolutely.
Because the minute you hit me, baby, ooh.
I mean,
it's over.
One hit, okay. We don't have a conversation.
One hit.
Yeah, one.
I promise you, I don't do that hit shit. Even if you push me the wrong way. Even if you push me the wrong way, it's a problem.
See, for me, that's not a deal breaker. Now, if it's a continuation and I'm seeing myself having to continuously fuck you up, baby,
or lose.
Or lose, whatever it is.
You know what? The anger, though, is what comes first. If you're so angry at me, like you're so angry. Speaking of red flags, like one time I came in and I overheard my ex talking to someone about me. Like he was speaking in his language, but he was saying like things that I said, you're not the man I thought you was. And he brought up Tico. We had an argument about Tico. The minute I opened the door and confronted him, I seen a different person. And that, like, I was like, let me get back. Let me get in this room and lock this door.
Wow.
Because I saw a different person. I probably saw the real fucking person.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And when I had the disgust in his voice, it let me know, bitch, you don't value me at all. Let me go upstairs because this is not going to turn out how you think it's going to turn out. Because, bitch,
sure
you hit
baby.
me. We're going to fight. I'm putting your motherfucking ass in jail. And that's going to be the end of your whole life, Mr. Master Degree.
Okay. What was the next one? Okay.
Slow boat to Africa.
Not just slow.
My apologies for any people that came on boats.
Why is failed relationship normal in the LGBT community?
I think
that's a good question.
Are these facts though?
I feel like they are. I feel like you see a lot more. I feel like the reality and the truth is I feel like you see a lot of gay old people by themselves.
But I think
they live their life through their gay children. And they're just like you're sitting. This is what I believe.
Because my gay mama don't live her life through me. She has her own life.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I feel like you see a lot. I feel like you see a lot of single gay men paying for sex.
I was just
looking.
They the same people.
I see a lot of single straight people.
Yeah, but I'm saying. I
On
feel like
the contrary, I work at Sawmill Campground in Dade City. It's an older community. And these people are together and have been together for 30 and 40 years. Them people ain't by themselves.
But I feel like you do see a lot of gay people by themselves when they're older. Because you already know once you get into a certain age in the gay community, you consider to be old. Like I'm talking about senior citizen. You get to like a good.
Because I'm 36. So what you finna say?
How old Brandon is?
I'm
Brandon,
33.
Once you get to Brandon age, it's a wrap.
So what are you?
Huh? I'm 29.
So you're barely making it.
But I'm still not
before
you.
I hope you get to a 36.
I really listen. I'm just playing. I'm just saying. But you already know. Y'all already know how it is. You get to a certain age. They can start for a little bit.
What's a little bit?
The last situation, I was hurt. And,
I had no idea you were gay.
I was survived. Huh?
You.
Who?
Huh? I know you're the girl.
I'm a heterosexual man.
Oh
my God! These are some really nice.
I have an answer.
When I started this podcast, I had to be vast
really
knowledgeable in everything that I do.
Okay.
So of course.
Okay. So
that
I do have an answer. I think that with heterosexual relationships, I think that they are held together by their children. And by their marriages. And I think with gay folks, with us just having the right to even get married, we don't have the same obligations or the same, hold on our relationships as others might.
I agree.
Okay. I'm gonna jump in.
Heterosexual. I'm sorry, I didn't know you was heterosexual.
I don't know.
I don't know what I thought you was.
Yes, I am a masculine straight man.
Okay.
It may just be me, but it's a lot of bullshit that females put up with that I for sure ain't gonna put up with.
Come on.
So
now.
I was like, I don't know if it's because a personality thing or a man thing, but I tell people all the time, like, I got, homegirls and stuff like that. I'm like, bitch, I would never do it. Half the bullshit you do with. So, yeah, I don't know.
You walk right into that.
You guys, I want to thank you. Hey, let me be honest. Can y'all hear the music? Because listen,
yes,
okay.
Boy,
guys, I want to thank you so much for joining us for another episode of the Get Ready For It podcast season 4. Make sure you follow me at AmazingIam_. Also follow the podcast page at readyfor_1. BB, where can the great people find you at?
You guys will only find me on Instagram at BB1225. Don't look for me nowhere else.
Kyla, where can they find you at once again?
Instagram, Watch Me Rule. Facebook, Kyla Santi. On my website, www.diversity-train.com.
And my guy, Mr. Myles, where can the people find you at?
Yes, sir. Myles Tonio on Facebook. On Instagram, Myles_1, the letter N only.
What's the word? If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Hello?
Baby.
That's
Bye.
true. Buy that flea, baby.
Bye. You just nasty.